Shut your mouth. Kendrick Perkins, sports media here, an NBA analyst here. He's all over TV for NBA. He's an ex-NBA player. You don't even know him. I'm saying his name, Kendrick Perkins. You think it was Perkins Restaurant or some kind of meal. It's not. This is somebody that's supposed to be credible. He's won a couple championships, only a couple, and he floated on teams, basically. He rode the bench to the championship, never did anything spectacular, pretty much known for his defense, which is hush puppy. I mean, we haven't heard about it. Not a defensive player award. Has he? And who gives a shit either way? And he's very biased in ways that I don't want to put demands on. I just want to keep it real, and that's what we're going to do. Perkins, don't keep it real. He needs to shut his mouth when it comes to certain topics and certain phrases, and even talking about the NBA. He doesn't know shit about it because he really hasn't played it, has he? Anyone could take him on a 1-on-1 or a 4-on-4, let alone a 5-on-5. He is isolated and disintegrated, and he needs to shut his mouth. That's where we're going to stop it. Belal Muhammad for the UFC. He's a UFC fighter here. I believe he's a middleweight, welterweight, welterweight contender here. I'm going to call him a contender, but he talks a lot of shit when he hasn't even fought any top 10s, and even if he hasn't fought anyone of name or of note. Only Leon Edwards, if you can remember the name Muhammad, but I do remember Leon Edwards poking him in the eye. That's the only credible competitor he's ever fought. He needs to shut his mouth when he's talking about other fighters getting title shots or whatever, even on his own podcast or whatever he's doing, talking about fighting and shit. It's just so weak to me and lame, and the way he talks is lame. He's a fucking fugazi. He's very fatigued as well. I get fatigued listening to him, and this is to shut his mouth so I can fucking, live on. James Corden, that's right, straight up James Corden. We've seen the commercials, we've seen the shows, we've heard about the parkour karaoke, fakeness and all this shit. We've heard about Mr. Corden and how he's a butthead, but he needs to shut his mouth because we're tired of it. He's moving on. He's retiring from the Late Show, whatever the hell you want to call it. Good riddance. Go eat some popcorn on your couch at your grandmother's house and drink some of your Keurig coffee out of your machine, and I'll be straight, Mr. Corden, because that's what he sounds like to me, a version of popcorn. But he needs to shut his mouth and go south. Jimmy Fallon, straight up Jimmy Fallon. They give him the reins here to run a show of top caliber here for comedy, and he just doesn't make me laugh. He rides the back of a lot of celebrities to the bank, or to the laugh bank, if you want to call it that. And once he does that you kind of lose respect for him because, it's not original, it's played out, it gets repetitious over and over, the same you could expect from Mr. Fallon. And he reminds me of my brother. I had an older brother. He just reminds me of him. Just corny shit, really flap with the hand gestures, and just nothing happening with him. Very boring as well and bland. Man, you could tell just by him trying to get into movies. But yeah, Jimmy Fallon, shut your mouth. So Drew Barrymore, let's talk about Drew Barrymore and the Drew Barrymore show. She needs to shut her mouth when it comes to certain things, and she brings on her friends and celebrities, and she acts like this really passive person, but she's really passive aggressive, I think, in real life. I don't appreciate that about her passive aggressiveness. But Drew Barrymore, she's really uses a lot of her past roles to bring us to a nostalgic feeling, or bring us up to date with her. We don't give a shit about being up to date with her. She's not hip, she's not cool, and we know she's not nice. Let's tell the truth to each other, but she needs to shut her mouth. Shut your mouth!